My God, this is so difficult. I'm trying to manage time in a different way. But it doesn't matter if I can convey to you the information that's coming in. See, what's happening with me is that, well, how do you like your channel so far? Well, I know, you have no idea, right? So, but that's okay. I will tell you a story. We're doing sci-fi. Hi, Nancy. Nancy already knows. The Sagittarians, they have this encrypted in their DNA. They're like, of course, no, there's intergalactic interference. A lot of the information isn't getting through. You'll see it, whatever, you know. It's nothing new. See, I'm kind of aimed for the people that don't know, you know. There's the sheep, you know. They're being overpopulated for a reason they call overpopulation. And it's not really overpopulation per se, not really. I mean, it's really hard to tell, but I didn't want to really get, but you know, you know the movie that you're in. I was just looking at my cat. I like keeping track of my cat if I do that. Because, well, sometimes she wants to play fetch, and I do not miss, I don't neglect her. But what she does as a cat, um, come on, sweetie. It's our mascot, Jabberwocky. Kushi run, pinan, inan, sitasi in Korean road. Oh, lindano, madobo. Watch out for this tail.
She's the cutest cat I've ever had. She's the best one I've ever known.
I had to get her litter box all ready today. It's storming outside. Thank God. Thank you, Lord Jesus. There is a God, man. There isn't anything random happening here. They do interfere with a lot of shit, you know. This is just a realm you come into. It's kind of like a jack in the box or something. You don't want to, I mean, especially if you start building the geo site, just you want to, you know, you have to know that this whole thing is like that. Human beings need to be freed up and make that jack in the box better. No, it's not a jack in the box, baby. You don't want a jack in the box. You want a geode or something. You want a crystalline, fascinating. I mean, it's just you want beauty. Come on, what's the fucking trouble, man? This fucking place, Earth. You don't want. No, we're not gonna mess up the sun. We're not gonna just blow the fucking sun up. That's a waste. Look at it's already ready right there. That's part of evolution, you guys. A human evolution is to take place here, and that's why you have an iPhone right now. You know, that's why it's here. They activated ma chishi pashi keep up oh yeah. Yay. Oh yeah. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you, yay. Oh yeah. Oh, Jagu. Oh hello. I'm an intergalactic general. I come from the Pleiades, you know, I don't want to get into my rank intergalactic, like, you know, militarily, because I just want to have fun here. I'm 6 years old. I mean, well, no, I'm a 6 Aries rising. Oh, God, I'm so grateful for this cat right now. Well, you know, Aries rising, I'm in Aries. They're Mars ruled, so, oh man, you have no idea. We need stuff like this to calm us down. It's not that, it's because we're doing some pretty heavy duty work, you know. We do put out some good material. You want me to dust you out? Watch out. Dust you out. Boom. Gone. There. Now, is anybody left that's worth here? Good. I bet you anything you wanted again, that's true. You love it. Like, I like the part where the spaceship came and got rid of the asshole. I know, isn't that weird how that ended up? Watch out. And it's like, ooh. I don't think it's, see, the problem right now, oh, it's going to look horrible. It's going to look horrible because of the predetermined factor of this realm. When, oh, this cat, oh God, I love this cat. isn't anything. There are cats out there, I'm sure, but this one was especially. She doesn't want me to tell you in particularly odd. You know, I don't care. We're really close to having an entire reset within now, and well, the ideal will be like this year, but no, we have a little trial to do. By the way, this has everything to do with uh, Christ aware, the rise in Christ. It will be televised. See, the microphones at the municipal courts, if you look at the Christ Jesus story, uh, that's what the story is about. She goes through the municipal court, and supposedly it's 2026 years ago. And it's weird because nobody even has a fucking picture of 2026 years ago, right? We're dealing with like, well, we just made a television set this way, and they didn't have pictures, and they really didn't have cameras. It was 600 years that families putzing along with, I don't know, slavery and whatever they're doing. It's disgusting. I don't want to talk about all of that. That's going to be wrapped up and throw it out. I wanted to talk to you about the lands that you see around you. I already said something in my last video, and what I'm doing is I'm channeling. And it's good that we do it on film. I mean, of course, what use would it ever be when a person's turned into a channel? I mean, we're going to talk about something that somebody needs to hear. And it's not just somebody, babes. No, you know how there's Dolores Cannon. There's a lot of channels, babes. They say they're a channel, but it's just somebody who's in their real life. They're in their real embodiment. It's the Rhea embodiment. The God. Ear, heart. See, heart orientation is listening with a broadband. It's not the mind. See, the mind, if it's encapsulated and it's only the ear that hears it, now that's going to induce fear. That's why the word ear is in fear. And I'm going to keep talking about that very word right there. See, that thing gave me a block for about 2.5 years. I was like, it did, because I love my ears. I'm an audiographic memory type person. I'm doing clairaudience. And it's too bad this town, well, see what needs to be done if we do it right. Oh man. Well, a lot of people are going to be able to be healed right away. Yeah. It doesn't have to be total destruction, you see. It doesn't. But the problem is there's so many places that are, they can safely remove the people and say no. See, by then the people will realize, and a lot of times, sheep, right? You know the sheeple? They're like, what? No, it's okay. Just come on here. No, you can have your little fucking Cracker Jack. What, you want your cat? Take your cat. Take whatever you love. Just, let's go over here. Maybe we'll float out in the ocean, and while they just take care of, they just cover it with, they just make it sturdy enough. Well, maybe you won't be able to live there anymore. Where, Shauna? What do you mean? What? The whole world as you know it. It needs to be, it will be destroyed. But you'll be okay. What's the problem? You really don't know any different. You're just there. You go like this, put something else, and you go like that. And you're like, oh, how did I know how to do this? You're a human PC. I mean, you're highly programmable, and you'll be surprised what automatically comes up, like how you can just, because you're human, the universe is human. That means all planetary life has a form of humanoid on it that's doing something. You'll be surprised because they are so versatile. And any technology, yes, technologically, they are definitely snapping things on. I want my Sigourney Weaver fucking automatic, like, okay, I have how many mountain ranges to take care of? More like just my yard. To zap up some trees with the lasers. They do that in Japan. They already have, and they have those suits that men are loading up like easily 1,500-pound bombs or 900-pound bombs. And of course, there are these spindly men, but they have exoskeletons on. They're doing it in tight spaces, and so they can lift up with machinery, and they're putting it. Of course they do. Oh, but you, as the public, you get. Oh, and this is what's really smooth, babe. I'm talking about. No, this is what's really smooth, man. Have you seen that little baby puppy dog that they're trying to sell on the fucking? And that's real. It's so real looking, And that's just a babysit, you guys. It's just you're in your babysitting. Oh, it's really weird what's happening. They just told me don't think of that too much, Shauna. You don't want to get brain damage. Can you tell them about the land? Okay, thank you. Brain damage. Okay, so I live in a place up here. See, you know why they have national parks and stuff? Some of them, a lot of them, probably if not all of them. Well, the whole Earth is definitely a kind of it's a spaceship that used to have just an elaborate amount more of evidence that extraterrestrials were here. Are you interested in that? We're not going to call it aliens. And Stephen Greer, he doesn't know anything. Don't listen to men. What's wrong with those people? They get it wrong so hard. It's something, they're under a diabolical fucking rule. It's going to keep looping. You women, please, would you stop? Oh my God, this is what the problem is. That's how I know that they're not going to mind taking out a lot of the population while they restructure the lands. What's left, like where I am at, that doesn't get harmed simply because, well, there's going to be a lot of just rebuilding, and that's what they'll do is they'll employ some people to do it, but under understanding of what's happening, like you are to clean this up, and then when you rebuild it out here, it's going to be, you just wait for the spaceships to come in, and they can reuse this material that I'm sitting on. Don't you love this fucking sci-fi? I do this for the kids, even though they're locking me up and shackling me. They love the police, and all the police out there. Poor little babies. Okay, so anyway, yeah, no, I live. There's a massive amount of material, and they clear the place, and then they burn it really hard. The wood is very, very there to do it. It's like a big campfire waiting to happen. These trees are not that old. No, there's one, the oldest one, they cut right over here. This guy moved in, and it was there for a long time. And that person decided to cut it down before he moved. It was weird. I don't know what he did. I think he sold it for firewood or something. It was like there was protesting in my town, like people my age, and even me. It was right next to my house here. I was like, that person is deciding. I remember, I didn't know anything about draconian or like just weird stuff, but somehow in the back of my mind, I thought, oh, there it is. That's a lizard. That person, that's a fucking reptilian. Why? Well, the trees are sacred because they kind of mark the time eras when intergalactic peace treaties were being kept. Treaties. Treats. Aww. Well, yeah, I live on the ruins, and they have to. Believe it or not, okay, so they may or might not have to display a quality of the ruin sites that says, now wait a minute, what's that? That looks like it was like made by something. Yeah, in order for it to be quarantined off as National Park Wilderness. Yep. That's why you have that stuff there that looks like, people don't really populate it, right? It's a big, massive area. Like in Southern California, it's pretty worldwide now. We have Yosemite, and then also we have, no, this place here, there's mountain ranges that are indeed, they are not what you think they are. They were structures, not quite trees. Some people are saying, but the trees did grow very big. Yes! Back then, when there were city-sized castles about 4 miles high, that's where I'm sitting at now, and the aqueducts that formed, see, a structure that was built that high with the technological base that it had, which was using crystals and igneous rocks and, the metals, and they just knew how to do it. The machinery just came on in, and it wasn't within just maybe 2 days that they would, or maybe it would go slow sometimes. The only thing that goes slow is the political movements. But really it's the evolution that, yeah. We are in a place of hijack quarantine right here. The problem is do we decimate it completely or do we wipe it up and try to get human evolution? Because it's nice to have these places occupied and learning. See, the learning is that you too could have a space ball or something like a vehicle that, I mean, come on, don't you want to, I'm just, see, you would never fathom it, right? But that's okay. Well, you see, the idea, is that, it's to live in harmony, no matter what evolutionary scale that you're on, like your understanding of things. You have a right to like be there and to grow, right? To achieve your level of, see, as a human being, that's very important, and that's why they keep it the way they do. It's just you can't force the skin off a snake and then make them understand their accessibility, like what they have coming to them. There's a lot of language. I find it, well, this is hard, okay? They want me to tell these stories, though. Well, I'm supposed to, but see, I'm telling these stories is because, well, yeah, it's going to change, and the world doesn't care about these kind of stories. But see, these particular stories that we put on YouTube and on the monitor, it's for the courtrooms, the highest courtrooms for me, because I am recognized as an intergalactic general, and then there's other stuff going on, and it's not as easy. Not even, well, it's this place is very dense, and that's why we're working on it here. That's why they're trying to get technology up, babes. That's the main reason why. It's not so. It's not like. Do you ever think of what's going on here? Fine, good. That's great. Think with me. I hope you just drink plenty of water. You know, it's difficult. I'm here for you. I'm here for the ones that might be interested in what's going to happen in the future. Your children might show signs. You might see it. You might hear uh, material people talking about, oh, it's going to come, the Bible maybe, but you won't hear anything more clear coming now. Okay, so I've recorded this. Oh wow, it's my first boyfriend's birthday today. Wow, it's the last day. Are you kidding? Well, it was yesterday. Oh yeah, of Sun in Aquarius at 28, 29, trying my Mercury Uranus, and he taught me astrology. He saw my astrology, and he's like, I remember he was like, he kept asking me, he's like, are you sure it's in this year? But he really wanted to know, like, and the date. He wanted to know, is it like to the minute? Because he was like looking at this, he's like, he just had to keep, it's like, no way, this is a hell of a, well, you know, it's a hell of a configuration, but mainly because, like, wow, your Venus trines my Mars. You know, we could get along a little bit better. And it's like, well, just hold a minute. What was that thing? We were good friends before we ever got, like, intimate together. And of course, that was the thing, you know, that's the thing that, I don't know, I thought that he wanted that, to tell you the truth. And he was kind of cool, but because he was like, no, I don't want that. But there's a story with that guy. I swear I could tell you. If you want my autobiography with that humanoid shit and what I've been through, I would love to make hour-long tapes. That means I can garnish like $800. But see, I don't have time for that. Do you? I might. Fuck, that's weird. I don't see what the fuck the use of that is. I really don't. I've been turned into a channel, and I'm telling you something. And I'm going to see. There's a snowstorm outside, and that's by the grace of God. There's a predetermined thing happening here. Did I tell you that? So let me tell you get back to the monuments that they have to, by intergalactic rule, they have to quarantine them off because they show information about. That's like your fucking. That's your intellectual property. Like you need to look back on it and say, look. So with this place, all it was with this one place over there, it's a park. You know, it has to be a national park. But babes, all around, no, these rocks, the very rocks, is the sign of, oh, that was a technological base. At one point, the bigger that they build those castles, and of course they did affect the weather system here very positively. In fact, they used the water aqueducts. I mean, I'm telling you, it was ice up there and coming down. And it was just something that you can't really imagine unless you go to sleep and dream it tonight and find out what that was all about. And you should. That's what you should do right now. That's what the Neptune is asking for you to do. With the Saturn there, it says, no, we can't continue this control-based shit. They're trying really hard. Oh, all we can see now, what we can see of it is that, oh boy, some of us can see some shit. And we're right over here, like sitting in the middle of it. You wouldn't believe it. Like, right? It's not changed. I mean, I'm inside of this zombastic scene of just this place. You know, they'll stop protecting these places, and they'll try to just flatten it all out. Why? I don't know. It's some kind of war going on, intergalactically, perhaps. So that's why. See, I told you about that symbol. Remember when I told you about this? That it totally told me on that fucking show that I was telling you. And see, I don't know when I'm going to post these because I've made like so many videos during the eclipse. There was a little spell. I had to go to jail for a while and learn some things. I was handled by some warlocks, and I see just the methods they use. You know, that person doesn't know I was kind of doing that on purpose to see. Oh, that's the level of which that that they're doing whatever, and that's a whole fucking thing for me to have sacrificed it done. But I kind of realized that that's kind of what happened. That was so weird. It's just weird. But that's sometimes, you know, that's not the enemy that provokes. It's actually the friend that provokes and says, "Where's the enemy? Huh? Hey, huh? Well, we see you first. You know, we see you first. It's very disingenuine presence. It's just off a little bit, right? You know, your narcissism subject matter. Well, that's exactly it, man. We have fucking in the hemisphere. You don't have to have this S up, all right? Don't fucking mess up. You can put it down. Understand? Where's my fucking pen, please? Pen. Shit. I gotta fucking negotiate gravity. I'm just kidding. Usually I'm pretty good. It's like, here it is. I'm a woman. You know, it's like it's all right there. I'm multitasking on the fucking on the floor here, cooking some breakfast up, and it's like, hello, phone call from freaking the moon, I guess. Watch out for the moon, babes. You won't believe, but in like less than 100 years, they're going to blow up the moon. Yep. A lot of people get all like, oh, what about the moon? They're all romantic. Fuck, babes. You're doing the same things with the movies over there. You're like, let's go look at the movies. And then there's the moon. And then, would you just snap out of your senses? Well, who cares what the fuck it is? You want them to put up a little, what do you want? Something other than the moon, though. That moon. Talk about a technological base of a fucking bunch of hijackers. So what? Big deal. We can put something up else for you. And we can make up the reason. I don't think we're going to make up anything. It's just fucking, can we stop making up shit? Ha! Hemispheres. I'm turning off Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss wants me to go on with a lot of like funny jokes and stuff, but I'm supposed to be practicing this. It's the only way I keep buoyancy. You know, but you know, I remember when it happened to me last time that I was contacted, and uh, it's just time to activate by benevolent beings who live in outer space. You know, they want us to know about the English alphabet, the symbol system, and how simple it is. So I remember when that happened last time, there was storming. I was doing Kundalini yoga. I had an astral travel. I saw everybody. What's my point? Did I need to just smoke a joint? Hell yeah. Thank God for marijuana. Thank God for all of the natural remedies that are here trying to help us. God, it would be such a different place. So beautiful. I mean, you want to get back to having a good old time, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, you get so much more younger and less troll looking. And, you know, this place, it's just like, you know, you watch your movies, right? You fucking narcissist, you poor things. And so you have that Independence Day. I don't know. I don't really watch movies, but I kind of looked at it and I'm like, well, that's funny, because that one guy that was possessed by the cockroach, it's literal spiritual possession. That's what's going on around here. Yeah. Whew. There again, hires up saying, do not think about that. Don't destroy your fucking beautiful empathic self by going into the field of that just schism crap. People falling apart. They're not really human, and they're all ugly, you know. But it's like, well, and they're not nice either. But they sure are posing as it, right? They think they're the best, and that's okay, fine. I'm not really being like snob or anything. I love everybody. I wish everybody was having a better time. That's all. Can you hear this at all? I don't know. Can you hear it? Oh yeah. So that's why that one place where you go and you see this thing on a rock, it's on a mountainside that's like this. Can you see what I'm saying? It's like this, and you're up here driving. Well, it just drops off, and it's like, okay, you go out here and they turned it into a viewpoint, and it's okay. And the rocks there are pretty interesting, days. After I looked at this thing, and then you pull back and you look at the rocks again. Oh my God, these rocks are not a natural geological formation. A lot of stuff went on, and I don't even think it was it was hardly 2026 years ago. Of course, that's the time when they said, okay, guess what? That's the time that deception began. Yep. Otherwise, it's always zero. You don't have time. You really don't, if you really knew. So what the promise is with, okay, I jump ahead of myself. They like that, but my God. What the promise is that if you can activate your iPhone, I'm going to get the information better with this and see this is if you're, see, only the human faction, okay, this is how this is going to happen. How beautiful. See, but see, I'm such the worker that I do these, like, keep refining my work. I'm going to keep alluring people in, see, because it's going to, you have to see. Pizza delivery boy. What happened to you? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking about I want food. I love you, pizza delivery boy, okay? This place is doomed. I love this place so much. I love you all. We're looking at an equation. Okay, wait a minute now. Well, no, see, because people, well, I'm sorry, but it's going to look pretty bad. Hi, how are you? I am kind of eating. I did have a frozen pizza. I never eat those. The reason why I'm doing it is just I'm trying to stay level to catch these messages, and I'm trying to learn how to regulate all of this, to became, and knowing that this is happening, that how do I level out my 3D? And I know I will, because I'm a fucking woman. I'm a multitasker. That's what a real woman is doing. That's why we're sacred. That's why it's like, okay, so I'm pretty sure I'm the only, no, it's not a woman, it's a human. So did you get the gist about the national forests, and how it appears that people are not allowed to go there? You can drive through New Mexico in America, or there's that place over there in Australia. You have your Ayers Rock, and if you notice, nobody really lives around there. Maybe they do. There's monuments though, and see, but no, they're getting closer and closer to just wiping them out. You bet. And there isn't any other channel more important than this right now. See, if nobody else, like all of them, every one of them, doesn't dial in on what I'm doing here, well, um, they will eventually, because I have time, especially as long as I'm alive. See, I know how to work, and I just keep going, and I know how to round and round and round and round. I'm spinning. I'm spinning and spinning. I make a bunch of wool, right? And then now we're going to make some t-shirts. I don't know, people are going to wear it, but I'm a creator and I've done music that way. I have practiced songs over and over again to get them so right that I didn't have to remember what by the time I was performing them, because I just wanted to be unhindered by a hurricane. And believe me, individual people can be this kind of energy that is highly interfering, and that's the phenomena about music, especially just the real live playing musician, that that's what they're doing, whether they know it or not, especially the ones that play it freehand. They're not reading music. And so what I'm going to bring back too is, and it's going to happen more, this is just the way it is, but everything's going to change. And I don't think it has to happen that total decimation goes on. So just a lot's going to be kind of uncomfortable, though it's not going to be a comfortable time. Unless ascension happens, like what we mean is that people just wake up one morning, and I don't know about you, do you know anybody like this, that maybe just you yourself, just think back a little bit, like this 6 months, and like, how were you? Are you changing? Are you finding, like, after this month, see, this is just February 19th, and I could do some astrology and talk about it. See, we're going to, well, you know, it's a very gradual thing. We might uh, see major catastrophe that disrupts a lot of the human grid. But what we're talking about is the prison grid that causes chaos, you see. And oh, yeah, no, it's not going to happen though. We're not going to do it. No, they're trying to take over the everything, and so I shouldn't be talking too much, right? But I have to. I do what I do here, and it's all about talk. Oh, we're going to do this. You know, you will, and some people probably will follow train as far as the having fun part. But I'm pretty sure I'm the only one in the global population, at least in this hemisphere. But I think it's the global pop. See, that's the thing. It's just like, I'm prepared. Like with the well, I've been beat down enough. Enough is enough, babes. Since day one, me trying to be born into here, I remember I was thinking, this is weird. I don't like this chintzy math that you're doing. Everything, all of it. I don't like the education system. I don't like any of it. No, I was such the rebellion when I was a kid. So that's one of the reasons why I'm the way I am, that I was able to just pierce the veils of time and look into this. Yeah, no, there's intergalactic alliances right now. See, as far as the time scale that we can be on when we're way up there, like I was trying to tell you in my last videos, I'm going to try to sparse these out. Like once a week, I'm going to put the most, well, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Is it too much information for you guys? Like, do you want these daily videos? Do you want me to just keep them doing, just like, well, see, there's probably an old one. You're going to see an old video, and then now the newer video, because I'm just handling, see, thank God for these snowstorms here that I'm not easily attacked or seen by the enemy. The vibration of the water all around and how it resets everything, kind of really, the snow, the snow. Yes. N-O fucking W. I love going back to now. I'm in Aries rising, the I am. Atomically. Pardon me, I got rid of a lot of I did a lot though. See, it brought it back a little bit. Oh, there we go. Thank you. It's funny when you tell the truth, all your fucking pain goes away. So I am. So you have to know about the I. The real I. I put this like this because it's the third eye, right? That's why your iPhone says iPhone. Yeah. And they're trying to speed up, and they did. They are, and they have. It's a spiritual warfare. And see, I imagine it keeps doing this evolution thing, and now they have a lot of global population that may or may not figure it out. They may not like feel like what's going on, and then when they read material, that's what really like they're like, yeah. See, they're watching movies and stuff, right? Like Captain America or something. They're all across the board, like 100 years, 200 years, kids, blah, blah, blah. How that they have just fed them this shit, right? But no, it's the real thing that's happening. Like, of what, Shauna? Oh, like, the good against the evil, or something like that. Fucking Empire Strikes Back, blah, blah, blah. No, what I'm involved with here, and what you're involved with, babes, you yourself, is far more interesting than all of the science fiction films put together. Oh yeah, yep, it's happening. Oh, it's going on. Yep, it is. Yep, yeah. No, and you don't even know how. Like I said, up there, well, see, time is different. So it's like 2 years. 2 years down here, well, 250 years down here is like hardly 20 minutes for them. Not really. I mean, more like maybe I'm exaggerating, but maybe like 9 months or 2 years, maybe. I don't know. So right now, technically, because of that and what's about to happen, they know for sure. See, the thing that they know for sure, follow me now. What they're trying to figure out is that, see, you have those cameras set up out there, right? You have your cameras on every street, on the street corners and stuff, right? There's your camera. I'm going to draw an old-fashioned fucking camera with a reel, okay, because I'm from the 70s or whatever. And they're shining out at you guys. Are you guys self-aware? No, you're not. See, that's the thing. That's why they have them. There's so many non-self-reflecting narcissists. There's so many non-self-reflectors. They don't know they're there. No, they don't. There's No, they're proving it. They're proving that. See, when they see that there's enough people that don't know that they're there, that they don't self-reflect, and they do things that could be diabolical, and or they, well, what can they do, babes? I'm serious. When they just see that there's just so high in numbers, that's a bad sign. It's a bad sign that, see, didn't anybody go say, excuse me, I know what I'm doing around here, okay? You don't have to fucking feel me. I ran the place. This is my place. What's wrong? Did you get that camera out here? Hello? See, it's just not happening. It's so too fucking late. It is. And that's why the parking lot over there at the Antarctic fucking station where the big giant machinery is coming in, and technically, see, we have 5 years, 20 years, 1, 2, 3, 4 is going to be major shit going on this year. Oh, there's going to be a lot of stuff going on saying, no, there is diabolic fucking entities. You have to go to court. They talk about God and then sit down and say, what God do you mean? Uh-oh. Just takes one to fiddle fuck with that. You put all the microphones together and say, is this the entire global municipal court or whatever the fuck they're doing, right? They seem to show it, and they can drag people around from this country and that, and they sit them in a chair. And what show is this? What's the conversation? Anyway, let's get back to the interesting part before where I was talking about something, man. This is difficult. I just wanted to tell you about why the land looks the way it does and how trippy it is. I wish that you can take a drive out into the wilderness there. That's why they kind of tell you, it has a hell of an energy to it because it's actually high technology out there. It's vibrating very quickly. It's made by such beautiful people. I mean, it's the only beautiful benevolent beings could manage such a thing. Okay, so I'll get back to something. Maybe you are understanding now, and that's why it cut off. So you are to think more a little bit with me. And I know that it will catch. And if you please comment down section, if you just let me know. I don't know. I'll read it a little bit. There's a time when what I'm doing now with this. Well, I don't know. Maybe I need to go out and just do some laundry. You know what I mean? No, that's the higher up says you should. That's what I'm trying to do now is just to sparse out the lower dimensional shit that I got to do, and keep doing the high, But right here is and I have to drive down the road to go and do things. I like driving, I'm a good driver. I can drive anything. Human beings are like that. They can get in a space ball and and realign. That's okay. I know how to do this. Boom. 180,000 miles is just the beginning to getting out to warp speed, and then you hit a planet and you go back in. Oh, it's just like your neighborhood. You're like, shh, right on. Hey, dude, what's up? All right, nah, it's all right. I need a little salt bath right now. I don't know. I just need a salt bath. I don't know how. Why is it so complicating on this fucking planet? Okay. So, yeah. No, did you notice that? No, that's what they're doing. They're just finding out how many people. No, when there's enough non-self-reflective kind of people, that's what they're doing out there. See, somebody shouldn't. It's out of control now. It is out. See, that's why something is coming to just basically clean it up. Now, let me show you the word clean, right? Yeah, see, but this is the same with like a human body. See, when you see a human being, when they're clean, they are lean. I hate to tell you that, but that's exactly it, too, right? I mean, come on. What happened? Just we want to feel sorry for these people that they got hit by it, and I don't want to talk about it, right? So they got hit by something, vaccine, something. You'll notice closer to Germany and people over there, they get it, and then it kind of floats over here, just genocide, just experimenting, diabolical experiments upon the fucking population where, see, I've never grown hair. Some people are just like, I never grow hair, but this long. And that's designed to make people jealous of other people and stuff, like they're less fortunate. Yeah. Otherwise, no, you can be any kind of gorgeous and very unique, and everybody fucking appreciates each other. So did you understand why? See, that's one of the things I'm going to say. I'm going to say, halt. I will end up showing them one thing. They'll say, prove everything that you're saying is true. Right over there's a fucking monument that they want to cover it up systematically. That one thing that I showed you, but it keeps burning through. I was there just hardly a month ago, 3 weeks ago, and I went to visit it because I love that fucking trippy place. And sure enough, that spackle that they put on there like 20 years ago, I was like, oh fuck, they covered it again. See, I've been up here for 35 years. And my family has been up here for 100, and they have a picture of it. There's pictures of it. It's like, look at this. Well, where's the pictures? You go, gone. So watch out, being a picture head. This is very important film right here, especially for the local people and everybody. Are you a local? Like, are you locative of reality? Fucking A. You want to make the sky your witness. Your witness. Yes. See, that's how you know a reliable human being. There's a passage from the I to your heart that does not filter through the mind. See, like this is the mind kind of thing. It is. It's a projector, right? It can also record and receive and have a memory. See, you want it to make a recorder or just a good. The thing is, see, with human beings, there's methods of meditation that you can just toss the mind. I mean, why don't you want to be somebody who's. See, a lot of people want to appear to be like cool, reliable as a human being. How about that? Like accomplished, good at something. There's a lot of incoherent people to date. See, where I'm at, this Mecca, this particular mountain, is what I call the world condensed. Now, the intergalactic alliances, which are like lifeguards and stuff like that, they're kind of way up there, and they know these places. They watch them, and they see what's been going on is we don't no longer see the people no longer keep the fucking water clean. And do they have cameras everywhere just shining on themselves? Yeah, there's a way of being. See, that's what the third eye is. It's like, do you just drop? You don't have to have the third eye open though. No, it's just common sense. Common sense. Now, do you want to know what the word is in common sense? Okay, it's about communications. Now, you have a universe. Unit means one. One. I think I'll keep it up. But see, you have to keep this down. This is actually the superior place of the I. Otherwise, you have a capital letter like that, bucket there. Une. The N, see, the N should be, don't ever do it like that. See, I just realized. Thank you. Whatever. Okay, you have to draw it like what it is. It represents like a half a wave, a neuron. Like it's like a, like, you know, like a lightning bolt. That's your nerves. You know, you got to you can make a connection with it. I don't know everything, but I know that much. It looks just like it, right, kids? Let's just go with it. So you have a universe. You want to put this V down. Why? I don't know. Let's keep it down, man, that fucker. So then we have E, R, E, S. Do you notice the R there? Well, that means you can reverse this whole thing, but see this right here, C. C, you can put you can say C. You know, it's C or hEaRtS, right? hEaRtS. But the C is very important. It's not necessarily here, right? I mean, the eyes are very important. Just your two eyes. You can look out and you can see through a telescope the universe, okay? It's supposedly free for all if you can get up there. You know, you get up there but I know about the illusion. I'll get into that later. But I'm just telling you about that. You notice that verse actually means communications. Yeah, verse. Second verse, same as the first. I'm Henry VIII I am. Henry the Eighth I am, or something like that. Okay, so verse. I didn't lie yet. I did not lie yet. I is there very important to have that. See, that's the unit of it. See, because here's your common sense. See, com means communications, right? Kind of like verse, same thing, right? So does chorus, and there's some other words for like translation. Anyway, com. We know about com, right? How about computerization? But see, computer communications is good, right? So com. Here's what your common sense is all about, baby. See, now there's your com. See, I figured this out. You know, and it speaks to me wherever I go, to tell you the truth. Now, I'm being taught so much. Now that I know what up, okay, do you see that M there? Thank you. I'm going to separate this into two. Come on. See, it's two words. Now, here's the word sense. S-E-E-E. Put the N down. Put the S down, because what you're looking for is birds and words that says, oh, well, what does it relate with? Like, do you think seeing is a sense? Well, yeah, let's put it up. See, communications, on. See the O, on, like, does O be one? Well, of course, on kind of means just that you're alive now. You're like, is your light bulb on? Yes. Like, or perhaps, like it says, like, that's what the field of information is lit up. It's that's it. See, on, see. See, now, yeah, I don't know why I just went through that spiel. But more and more, I'm just going to refine. That this right here, it'll set you free if you really kind of start working on it. But I'm beginning to understand that there are so many uses for it. It is a medicine. In fact, the way that they have set it up, the vowels, if you just consider the vowels alone and don't do the birds and words so much, they show me. Sorry, I'm listening. Okay, there's wind blowing, and something's going over there. Okay, so they show me that how that we're one with the universe. See, your eye is the one that belongs to the universe, see. That's why, see, with your iPhone, it has an I there because it wants to know who wants to evolve into this. And see, I'm pretty sure I'm going to make it to where that by law, they let people know now that would you like to activate your phone? But see, this is war. See, it's already warred up right now, but now we take it over and we make it a weapon too that threatens. Indeed, it threatens the diabolical, malefic, the ones that are taking over all everything, even language. They're taking everything over. Money, if it was supposed to work, no, it's not going to work. Everything. Huns, sweet little girls and boys, my babies, my sheep, my little teeny little chirps. Okay, I'm not mad at you. I'm going to be mad. Don't. Would you shut up? So imagine you have a communication device that has a camera on it. Here's a camera at a different angle, okay? Fuck. Oh well. So boom boom and then there you go. See, you have a camera, you can communicate. This is Buddhism right now. One of the best ways, see, that Buddha said, he says they knew that computerization would happen. That was one of the main things that they wrote down like 1,500 years ago. They're like, what's one of the ways that man will become fucking get out his head out of his asshole? And one said, I think quantum computerization will come up in one day, and somebody will get on the microphone and go the same way. Wow, excuse me. No, I was out there and there's a bunch of phones. But now they're in the courtroom. And they're saying, I want to ask a question right now, Your Honor, right now. Pardon me, with this turd hanging out my ass. I was doing the medical the best I can. So you have to ask them, you see. Does reality exist? What is reality? Why? What do you mean, sir? How ridiculous of you. What do you mean? Well, can you give me I want to have a conversation. What is it? Don't come get me, Bam. I know you need lunch, and you don't really need lunch. It's true. Just a minute. Can you breathe with me? I just want to know. Do I have this air to breathe at all? Was I not supposed to see that? Pardon me while I get this chemtrail out of my fucking nose. God damn. Oh, you don't like the word goddamn. Somebody here says, don't say the Lord's name in vain. Babes, what you need to do, you know what the cherry on top of this whole situation would be, as far as how that you do want a cherry on top of the way we express ourselves about the hell warming over here? The cherry on top would be man, I hate to say it, but can we somehow just freeze dry you after we dip you inside of a hot caramelized fucking aluminum and then now let's wrap it up there. We don't know what that is, but it doesn't look pretty on the fucking whole situation. We don't know what it is. Just fucking whatever. At least we made some use of you after we laminated you. I don't know. Comedy is different around here. Yeah. I don't want to get into it. Because, comedy does make really, really good truth. That's what I meant to say. If you can imagine my brain working with all this, sometimes I get backwards. I know I spell some things sometimes wrong on here. And then the narcissist, he's like, yeah, look, she left a letter out right there. Fuck this channel. It's like, we're not counting on you. Thank God. You're not real. But babes, people, it's pretty bad now. See, when the intergalactic alliances see that their technology isn't, they can't even understand what their technology is there for. See, the Buddhists Yeah, that's what Dalai Lama and Thich Nhat Hanh and every really enlightened being, uh, Osho, fucking Gandhi, even Eckhart Tolle, Ram Dass, all these people that are truly enlightened would say, "Oh yeah, no, that's the best thing to have a microphone. Does it go spread way out there? Hey, you guys, do you think reality is here? Like right now?" Krishnamurti, he's like, "I'm just gathered how many fucking 30,000 people. I just want to have a conversation." This, how far is this microphone? I'm fine. We have a little time. Okay, I'll be quiet. Breathe with me. Just want to have a conversation. Do you think it's possible that everybody can get on the same page just in the contemplation about reality itself? You don't have to like say, "What do you mean, Shauna? Now we're gonna just like we have to like stick our heads up each other's ass." No, I didn't say that at all. What is this? This pin is gonna work, I bet. Is it going on to the fucking thing? So I think, no, I think it's just totally different. Once your perception opens and you think, "Oh, wow, you mean," see, the point of having found reality, let me make a very special point. And it's 3D, by the way, it's your real life. It's happening now. It's never, by the way, the secrets, this is why you want to access it, babe. It's your eternal life. Hello, is it working? Eternal life. Babes, now you're never going to get away from now, believe it or not. Believe it or not. Not you. See, you as a individual should try this. Well, you're probably afraid of death. You don't think much. One day the question is going to come because you're about ready to die. And that's my job. I'm a midwife. I do birthing and deathing. I've been at the side of people dying more than births, but I love the births. I've done a lot of goats. There was a horse one time. We didn't get there in time, but I remember that little baby horse that we had helped to raise. I love the all life, right? So, but the one woman that let me be there was a very unique experience, and I so appreciate it. Okay, so, God damn it. What was I talking about? Mike? How about you? Did you find it? Sorry, I don't appreciate that interference. No, I know what I'm gonna bring the whole concept back up. I don't forget stuff. Uh, getting back to reality. It's just like that, right? Um, so it's weird. It's the same as kind of the universe, but not really. You have a profound responsibility to be locative of reality. And let me show you what it's like. This is a perfect way, but of it, right? I showed you, right? Here it is. See, that's just the nature of it right there. There isn't anything there. In fact, let me go into my wonderful skit that I like to do. Let me get back here. Yeah, because you have artists, right? Artists, heartists. I'm a heartist, damn it, watch out. Heart, artist. And all of you are artists, by the way. We just have to become better art appreciators. Do essential work only, and you won't confuse the kids. So I was going to teach you about reality, that, how that it's like this, okay? So here is the nature of reality, right? It's just, that's it. We're here right now, and there isn't anything written on the piece of paper or anything. That's what they say is like, you know what, when you get to the ultimate truth, this is it. And they point at a bookshelf, and there's nothing on the bookshelf. But do you remember in the year 2020, they announced something, and talk about what was on the bookshelf. The bestseller paperback was this toilet paper. And what's my point? Too bad, people are wiping their ass on reality. It's just a blank page. And so my joke is that it's better to have think of the trouble that they went through to get that fucking toilet paper, and it was like, whoa, I even thought that it was a big problem. I could have reached right over. I have like 3 Bibles. I just could have reached right over and just wiped my ass on that, get rid of it. Because the ultimate truth is now, and that's where we're at. No more books, especially that teachers' bad looks. And what the hell did you build it on a flat line civilization like that? I mean, you built it on the flat line. Babes, I know what I'm talking about. Some people do. And the poor fucking things, right? You can't get close to anybody because you're struggling with peanuts, And some people want to be healthy, and then who knows? Where did everybody go? Where did everybody ever go? Come on now, let me. See, I'm stuck here. Yeah. You are too, though. You're like, good luck with that one, Shauna. Wow, you think you're going to get us 333 million dollars? $333 million. $333 million. Yes, the $333 million. No, trillion, sorry, trillion. Babes, that all that right there is just, God, it's in the hands of robbers, and they show it to us. They're transparent. You guys aren't. See, people are concerned about that biblical thing, and it's like, yeah, you go to see. This is the thing: is you don't send one person to court. You got to go to court. This time, babes, it's safe. They're not going to kill you, especially if it's more people. Come on, it's televised. There's plenty of fucking microphones. It's like a rerun everywhere. Bring the Christ in, and Christ is going to say, by the way, reality exists, right? Please, if you're not coherent enough to have this conversation, because you are claiming to know reality and or God over there, where the truth, and nothing but the truth is, why can't we have this conversation? Can't we just have this conversation? If we can't, it's bullshit. No, they can. They will. Yep, I happen to know that. It's too much is set up. It's going to take a little while. I'm seeing in just 2 years, there's going to be people suited up all and ready to say these are your global leaders. In fact, these are the extraterrestrials, and they look pretty just normal, like me and you, but they wear a different. See, I would like some linen. I want linen and I want it lined with like this protective, from the EMF waves, the shit that they have set up with the Twin Towers, and even a sociopath. You want to wear like certain jewelry and stuff and say, yeah, this person, they could kill me. And thank God there's enough of that bullshit. See, they do a one-sided thing, but it doesn't have to be one-sided. Just go to the court and tell them to get your hand. An officer. What a mess. What a mess. But it can be straightened out, and it will be. It's so amazing. I love this place. I just love the possibility, That's the key. That's the key. That's the thing that now you have to just become a kid, you guys. Just become a kid and go to court and say, wow. I hope it happens for you. That's what I'm going to do, though. See, I have to be very jovial, and they'll be like, this person does not seem like anything that I would want to just kill. And I'm not trying to act like it. Some people had a hard time and they come out, but they come out with people beating on them and sucking on them and fucking shit like that. And you're like, whoa. And I actually did the right thing out of all of that, by wanting to have a conversation about what was happening down the street and how terrible it was. And all of that shit's going to be dragged into this. As far as like how I saw how people made a big mistake fucking pouring that asphalt around me. I didn't expect that. You don't expect somebody who lives in these mountainous areas. It's supposed to be just a sanctuary where we breathe good fresh air, water. We know that there's a fresh waterway. See, we would agree that to keep it clean in case the fucking emergency happened, we would drink some water. But no, that's possible. There's no way that anybody would think that's a sane argument against me. But look, I just want to keep things clean. It's so funny. It's just this year, there's gonna be a lot of obvious, and people will be like this. They're just gonna be like, huh, haven't you ever won, no, one, I don't want to say like won an argument. No, you're up against this entity. And it's like basically they're just totally fucked up on something. And you're like, well, I was just here to just talk about this. And they're actually saying, well, I'm just doing my job or something like that. And like, well, thank you. I just wanted you to, officer, or whatever, just log that I was here. My cat wants to play. And she has her little play toys. So I'm going to remove this little thing here. And then I'm going to play in front. See, she's waiting for it right now. But I'm going to throw it over here. See, I made her run that way. And she wants to keep it going, so she'll come and she'll like hit me in the foot with it. I say, come on, throw it again. Right? But then there's a part where she's like, she'll do it several times to me, right? She wants to directly play. No, sometimes it's just a satisfier sometimes. She kind of gets antsy. We're doing a little bit of cabin fever, just a little bit, because it's snowing outside. I love it. Oh man, we love people in Idlewild, real people that come up here, knows why we come up here. That wintertime time when it's full of snow is such a good time to do introspection, and that's just what the seasons are. That's what the whole entire earth offers is for people to become sentient beings by the offerings of the seasons and stuff. It's pretty much it, I mean, yeah, it's been turned into a place where it's like, well, let's just make it to where, let's see if we can move our consciousness into a place where we can bring out all of the best of the technologies. It's pretty much, it turned into a little holding area, but that's gone awry. There's awry, babe. No, there's awry. There's too much. There's too much. What I mean is there's not any learning going on. It's just a big, it's so fucking. Okay, so we will get rid of the evil. We will no longer have the poisonous system that's preying on the opportunity here where hardly anybody is making it in or out. Thanks for listening. Now, what I'll do is just play a little bit of more with my cat with you. See, she hit it right here. She puts it in a different place, more out of sight. See, it's like her throwing it. See, she just saw it through it. And she wants me to search for it, right? It's like you're throwing it away and doing your way. Now, why don't you just try to find it where I hide it? And sometimes I'll find it, like if I put a shoe next to it right here, she'll probably just put that in the shoe. I don't know, but and so I found all this. I find we're playing with my earplugs that I use to saw wood. Boom, and now she's messing with the shoelace. Oh, shoelace versus earplug, babes. Please play with your animals. Yeah, they'll heal you. So anyway, I hope you understand some things after this. That how valuable toilet paper is. It's the ultimate truth there. Having said that, I want to show you this here book. Hi, Diego. Whoever you are, he's been a friend of mine for a long time on Facebook. We don't talk to each other, but it's like a telepathy. He's like, Queen, I'm fucked. This place is fucked. I'm like, I know, men are screwed. See this toilet paper? It's many different papers. You'll see it. It's many different kinds of color paper. There's 3 different color papers here. It's a very famous book. It's an original book of the Be Here Now book. Yeah, it was written by Baba Ramdas. This was very, see, it was 333 cents. Sorry. Oh, so fucking weird. $333 trillion. $333 trillion. It's all pre-programmed, and I am that one. That's the I am. And I ain't no spam. You remember me? I ain't climbing no tree. Not the Gwen Tower. Fuck me. I say, woo! Let's go over here and chew on the little grass and say, something smells queer. Queer. I said, queer. Oh, yeah. Ah, are you gonna come up do my jab? No, fuck you. I think I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna continue to be. Fuck, I don't do it as good as you, Calvin. I love your shit, though. So, yeah, be here now. This is like a tarot card throw. You just, let's read this book. Oh, fuck, I don't have my glasses. Steve. Should we listen to fucking Steve? This is the problem I have with these books, man. It's just written by men, you know, and they're kind of fucking lost. So anyway, here's the original book. It's probably worth money. But why not? I mean, I happen to think Baba Ramdas was like 100% homosexual. I'm like, that's great, but babes, where's women, you know? It's like, can you stop philosophizing? When is anything gonna fucking help already? You people are hallucinating and making shit up. That's all you can do. Until you put your leaders back into place. And who are your leaders? Women. Try the alive woman. That's the one who's going to make it to the courthouse and say, nah, excuse me. Let's just simplify this thing right now. This is funny. Very hilarious. Even my dummy can see how stupid it's gotten now. Who's your dummy? Oh, that man over there. And you know, I love him. Oh, $333 trillion. $333 trillion. Just to stay you see, when you stay buoyant with music and love and joy, the diabolical, the evil one, that's obvious. Ouch, that they hate it. And see, that's where the courthouses know that. Up, the higher up you go, yeah, they'll say, no, yeah, there are people that want to. And sorry about that, you know, not everybody that goes into courthouses are, you know, are guilty. That's kind of what they say, or criminals. You know, the criminals are doing energetic thing because they don't play fair and they think that it's just there and they can use it. You know, it's just, you can test it out. You know, say, and then see how they get all riled up and they think that it's you going crazy when it's like, no, I'm just kind of I'm trying to get to my center and maybe it's meant to be. You know, it is. No, it's predetermined. It is. And see, now what's important, come on, Betty, Betty. So what's important is that people go to the courthouse, but when I get there, by the time I get there, I'm going to know so much more. This is barely February 19th, and you're going to see this probably in the 20s, February 26th or something. I have a bunch of editing to do. I have just been cranking out a whole bunch of fucking material. I'm a very amazing live performing artist, even more than that, but you all are. You all are, you know? Oh my God, I love it. It's fucking icing out there. It's snowing. It's getting shitty. It's getting shitty for the people that they aren't really up here for this. It kind of slows them down. It quiets things up. You know, they're not leaving their dogs out and barking. It's just not so. I don't like the unconscious backdrop that if you let them, they'll get rid of the best sanctuary, you know. So this is a very long video, and I'm glad that you sat through it, and I hope that the volume was good. I'm getting effects here going on, and I have enough wood, and I'm so grateful, to tell you the truth, for some people who have been trying to help me, and they don't understand what I'm going through, and I didn't understand it either. But see, I'm the kind of person that I know that it's like, see, I just have a nature that says, no, I'm going to stay on track here. No, I have this thing. I don't know. It's very Aries of me, right? Yeah. And that's what has activated. There's many people like me. But see, we're all a piece in the puzzle, especially with this communications. And I'm seeing that you're not going to get anywhere. You're not going to get past me. If these content creators, I'm going to start making them see my material. Some of it, I'm going to make it so that it's going to be a material that makes them think, and they're like, what? Like, what did I just talk? What did I just say about the national monuments? Sorry, monuments that they keep as national forests. No, they have to do that by intergalactic rule because it's not really like it's not what you think it is. It's a ruined site from space people that have been living there, and some of it is so colossal you don't recognize it as anything like that. See, but they do the same thing with the pyramids and Machu Picchu and other stuff like that all around Peru. It's kind of quarantined. Nobody can camp out there. Nobody can have a house next to there for an intergalactic, very specific reason that was going on not too long ago. And it's still there. And like I said, spaceships are getting ready because if they find out that the population is that checked out, that non-self-reflecting, that they can have diabolical people going around actually trying to provoke other people that maybe they're just meditating or something, and it's like, don't fucking do that, and they're actually in the wrong. And then when you start reacting to them, they start recording you and stuff like that. Well, shit. They will be put on the stand, you see. That's what's going to happen this year. That's why they opened up the Epstein files. Your money is hooked up into the diabolical. Oh, you're touching that stuff and you're running for it? I'm sorry. I know that people like Kim Cass making the gear knobs and stuff, the art is innocent stuff. Stay to the fucking artistry of things. Trying to make it cool here. And you're like, well, I didn't know. What else would you like me to do for money, right? It's just the kind of the weird thing. But I'm telling you right now, babes, the face of the earth is going to change. The literal, like, you just, fuck New York, We're going to have this beautiful shit coming back in, man. They're going to rinse off some things, too. Look, uncover this thing. Look, didn't you know there was a massive thing here? And it's beautiful and just very different. And like I said, a lot of spacesuits will be simply changed out. And what spacesuits, Shauna? Oh, my God, you're crazy. Oh, you're wearing a spacesuit right now. Yeah, well, who manufactures them? Women. Women. You want me to take a fucking another minute and 45 minutes? I'm sorry, however fucking long to tell you what her profound responsibility is here as far as the keeping the vibration going up high on the planet, man. You want me to tell you what happened in the past? Why it kind of gone awry? And that some fucking shit has to step in and say, excuse me. Huh. How fucking deceptive. It's just pure deception across the board. Total fucking pure deception. Oh, you don't know. Just go ahead and go to your goddamn fucking theaters out there with your popcorn fucking maze look shit. Man, how could you people find that interesting at all? Whew. But if you ever had a question, get on YouTube, find some channels. Hopefully you'll find me.